let me tell you, it is about, I think, 28 degrees. Hey there, YouTube. Dubs Rider here. And I'm on my way to work this morning on my bike. And I don't know if it's coming out in the GoPro or not. Sometimes this thing distorts a little bit, but it looks like a beautiful morning out here. It really does look like a beautiful morning out here. But let me tell you, it is about, I think, 28 degrees. So that brings me to my topic for this morning, as my bike tells me low ambient temperature. How cold is too cold? We're gonna test that out this morning. I think last year the coldest I rode in was about 35, and that's one of the first videos I did on this bike. It was a cold ride to work. At that point I didn't have my vlogging set up so it was just music behind, you know, riding. My helmet's kind of fogging up here, but it was brisk that morning as well. In fact, I thought I was foolish for even riding it, but I had just gotten it and I was so excited, and I wanted to take it out and ride it. So this morning it's supposed to be same as it was yesterday's, in 50s and 60s in the afternoon. Absolutely no chance of rain, which is just awesome. The weather's really been nice lately, but it's been cooling down so far at night that it's still very, very cold in the morning. And so it's one of those trade-offs. Do you take your vehicle in the morning and not get to ride your bike at all when it's nicer out in the afternoon? And today I got a little bit earlier day out. I get out at, I don't know, 5 or 6 or something. So by that point it should be really nice. But I can tell you firsthand that, and as if you hadn't noticed, I've got my my heavy duty riding gloves on today. The normal ones that I wear when it's nicer out, they just aren't going to get it done today. Tips of my fingers are a little bit cold right now. But I can tell you, there's nothing like riding on two wheels, even with it being a little bit cold out. Not a little bit, just a lot cold out. Wow. Kicking up over 50, that wind chill. That's a pretty cold puppy right there. But I figured I'd bring you guys along on the ride this morning, and I posted my first vlog last night of 2015, and you know, I touched briefly on some life updates and a bike that we're picking up for my wife next week, but I wanted to talk about what I plan on doing to this puppy this year. Towards the end of the season last year, I was test riding some other bikes, and I was thinking about what I'm going to do with this bike. And I can tell you, if you're in the market for one of these bikes right now, you can buy new and get a really damn good deal on this bike. I think they're dropping them as low as 10 grand right now, Honda is. And I don't think they're coming out with a 2015 model. I think they might skip that and go right to 2016. So, if you're in the market for a motorcycle, whew, that is really, really cold. Highway speeds are no joke. Hopefully by the time I get closer to work, it's warmed up a couple degrees, because it took about 7 or 8 minutes for the bike to warm up this morning to the temperature, or to get it operating temperature. And right now, as I'm driving it, it dropped below operating temperature, so, which is halfway in between that line there. So it's a cold puppy out right now. This is where I really wish this bike would have cruise, I'm telling you. So I can get my fingers out of the wind. Or heated grips. Heated grips would be really nice right now. But that is one of the things that I'm going to be looking at doing this year, because I think they make a little kit now that you can get heated grips for. And so I'm gonna try to maybe put some heated grips on here this year. Wow. Yeah, the tips of my fingers on this side are getting really, really cold because I can't pull them off and get them behind the wind here. Try to kind of bunch them up there a little bit. Get them out of the wind. But heated grips would be really, really nice right now. Maybe I'll slow down a little bit and see if that makes a difference. Oh man, this is pretty cold, I'm not gonna lie. I might try to pull over here and warm up my hands, so I'm gonna pull over. I've got a little bit of time before I gotta be to work this morning, so I'm gonna pull over, try to warm up my hands a little bit, and I'll talk to you guys a little bit later. Alright, welcome back, guys. I pulled over and got my hands warmed up just a hair. Handy dandy little motor heat there. Get your hands warmed right up. So anyway, back to what I was going to be doing on this. So heated grips, definitely learned that this morning. Need them. Guy on CTX 1300 forums, he made some highway pegs and fog light brackets, and I ordered up a set I got in from him. I haven't had a chance to put them on yet. I'm still waiting on the fog lights to come in, but I'm going to be putting on some fog lights and some highway pegs, and it'll move your feet out so that you can get a little bit more relaxed position on it, somewhere down and right there. So those will be going on. I ordered up the center stand, so I'll be putting that on. I'm going to probably do a how-to video on that the same day that I do a how-to video on changing the oil. I'm going to change the oil out again on this. even though I've only got 2,500 miles, it says the next oil change is 8,000. I don't know, I just feel better about putting some fresh oil in there. So let's see what else. I was gonna look into what options they had for a seat this year. I know Day-Long Saddle, I think, is got some options maybe. I was gonna look into a different seat maybe this year. An exhaust. No, I know that's a pretty long list, and we'll see if funds actually cooperate with me to be able to get that all done. But I would like to get all of that done this year on here. Set it up. So I guess that kind of answers the question of whether or not I'm keeping it. I am definitely keeping this bike. The more I ride it, it's the ease of not having to worry about a lot of stuff. You know, I've done a lot of research, and every time I ride this bike, I love it more. So I'm definitely keeping it, and I'm going to try to figure out a way to deal with the few things that annoy me about it. See if there's some aftermarket fixes for it. From what I understand, Honda normally does this. They probably made a lot of these bikes and they haven't quite sold them all yet, so they're probably going to skip 2015 and bring it back in 2016. So hopefully the aftermarket development for these things we're talking about here still continue on, because I know there's quite a few of these bikes out there. You know, and I don't know very many people that have said they've test ridden one of these and say they hated it. So most people love it when they ride it. But yeah, that's a list of things that I plan to get done. Kind of make the bike my own this year. I tinkered around with maybe changing up the paint scheme, and maybe doing something a little bit different from a paint scheme, but haven't decided on any of that yet. That's I want to fix some of the things that kind of annoy me about the bike first, and they're just little things, they're nothing major, but the heated grip and the cruise control definitely annoy me, but I think those can be fixed with the aftermarket. So yeah, definitely kind of bring this back around here and talk about what we started with. How cold is too cold? And I would say that if I had to go any further than my work this morning, I would definitely not be out joyriding this morning. Or if I had to go any further to work, I would have not taken my bike. Unless, of course, you've got the heated grips and you've got the heated seat, and then it doesn't make too big of a difference. But without those things, I'm telling you, I left the house at 28 degrees. That's a little too cold, not gonna lie. But it is enjoyable, and it looks beautiful out. So you gotta take the riding when you can, and deal with a little bit of cold. Be able to ride on a very beautiful morning. I've gotten a few looks this morning too. People must think I'm crazy. But we'll see. I might be a little crazy. Just a hair. This guy's going really slow. Couldn't get over there. That's why he was going slow. Trying to get over. And that is one of the reasons why I'm going to be changing the oil on this puppy, because I think that might have something to do with too low of a too low of a weight to get good friction in that clutch. So I'm going to be changing that up. It sure is beautiful out here this morning though. One's so darn cold. I ride this ride every day. Almost every day. Well, not every day, but I ride this ride more than more than 5 or 6 times a week. And I can tell you, riding this ride on a motorcycle after riding all winter in my vehicle is very, very nice. I'm trying to be a little careful because I don't know if if this is dew on the roads or if it's a little bit of black ice or whatever it is. But she hasn't slipped yet, so that's good. But yeah, everything's all dead, but it's still just beautiful morning. Not a cloud in the sky. It's all blue. Oh, there's some clouds way over there. Just beautiful. So I figured I would bring you guys along. But anyway, this has probably gone a little bit long here, so yeah, I'll wrap this up, and please like and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys later.